Yo, what's up? Trey TD23 back again with another video. I'm gonna be making my awards list now. MVP, Most Improved, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Coach of the Year. So yeah, let's get right into it. These are not like how do I put this? I'm not going based on ESPN or the NBA general managers. I'm going on my opinion pretty much. Based on the roster, based on what they're doing. If it's a rebuilding team like with Most Improved, it'll be a rebuilding team or a contender that I think someone got put into a better situation. Rookie of the Year, whoever I think is going to be the better rookie for this season. Sixth Man of the Year, the best player off the bench. MVP, obviously most valuable to their team. Coach, I'll have Coach of the Year too. I got a couple Coach of the Year candidates right here. But you know what? We'll start with Coach of the Year. I'm going to go from 3 to 1. So it's not like I'm saying my player and then everyone's like, oh, blah, don't care. My number 3 Coach of the Year is going to be Ime Udoka. I don't know if that's how you pronounce the name. If it isn't, I'm sorry. The head coach of the Boston Celtics. I looked it up. I made sure he's the head coach of the Boston Celtics. I kind of forgot. But I think just because the Celtics will be better than last year, I think they were the 7th seed last year. I think they're going to move up a little bit, 4 or 5, maybe 6 seed. I think they'll just be better because Jason Tatum missed a lot of time last year because of COVID. Jaylen Brown missed the end of the season. Kemba missed a lot of the season. So they were kind of injury. Everyone was kind of injured and everything. And so I think Ime Udoka is going to be a better coach for the Boston Celtics than Brad Stevens was. Even though Brad Stevens was the one that made the hire, I think he's going to be a better coach than they were a better coach than they were last year or whatever. Number 2 is going to be Chauncey Billups. I think Chauncey Billups with the Portland Trailblazers is good. Damien Lillard, even though Damien Lillard's already been the 2nd or 3rd best point guard in the damn NBA the past couple years, I think Chauncey Billups might make him, I wouldn't say better, but I would say more effective and more valuable to the team. Not having to score 40, 50, 60 points in order for them to win. Him making just winning plays. Obviously, for winning for Damian Lillard is him taking the shot or him dropping 50, 60 points or whatever. I think Chauncey Billups will push that down to where he'll have everyone. Because, I mean, the first preseason game, they lost to the Warriors. But it's preseason. I think I'm going to make a video talking about my Chicago Bulls. I don't know, but they look... I'm sorry to go off topic, but Chicago Bulls looked amazing in the first half. Just amazing. But my number 1 coach of the year is going to be Billy Donovan. Chicago Bulls. We were, I think, at an 11th or 12th seed last year. I think we're going to be in the playoffs. I don't think we're being playing. If we're in the play-in, I'll be a little disappointed. But with the way... okay, first preseason game, I get it. We're going up against the damn Cavs. But with the first preseason game, we look pretty damn good, even on the defensive side. Everyone's playing defense. Lonzo Ball is blah, blah, blah. So I think Billy Donovan is going to be coach of the year because I think the Bulls will be better than they were last year. Obviously, they're going to be better than last year, but I think we'll just be a really good team. So I'm going to go with the 6th Man of the year. Number 3, I got Kobe White. Kobe White is in his... how do I say it? He's where he's supposed to be. I think Kobe White's a good player. I like Kobe White on the Chicago Bulls. But I think he's more of a 6th man coming off the bench, just straight spark offensively. He's not a playmaker like we wanted him to. He's more of a just give me the ball, I'm going to go to work. I'll dish out a couple assists because I'll drive and I'll penetrate. I'll penetrate the paint and then I'll dish it to a shooter and he'll hit a couple shots. I'll hit some clutch shots. I'll have some big games. Some big games because I'm gonna catch fire. And yeah, I think he's just gonna be one of the more effective players off the bench for the Chicago Bulls. Number 2, I got Jordan Clarkson, the winner last year. Just an amazing bench player. Obviously, amazing 6th man because they won 6th Man of the Year, but amazing off the bench for the Utah Jazz last year. One of the main reasons why they were number 1. And then my number one sixth man of the year, I felt like he should have been sixth man of the year last year. Derrick Rose. For the Pistons last year, for the Knicks last year. Especially for, actually, you know what? Screw the Pistons. Pistons suck. The New York Knicks last year, Derrick Rose, just one of the most valuable players in the league. He's not going to win MVP again, but he was one of the more valuable bench players. Okay, yeah, he was better than Elfrid Payton. I will say that he was better than Elfrid Payton, but he was good off the bench. I enjoyed him being off the bench. In the playoffs, they relied on him to do all the scoring because Julius Randle couldn't do anything. Didn't know how to react to a double team. Didn't know how to react to it being time. Derrick Rose knew what he had to do. He would drop 30 plus points. I think he averaged in the high 20s, I'm pretty sure, during the 5 games that they played because Julius Randle didn't do jack. But yeah, he's my number one sixth man of the year. I think I got him winning sixth man of the year behind Kemba Walker. For defensive player of the year, I got Anthony Davis. Number 3. Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis is going to have a much better season than he did last year. He was injured. I get it. But still, Anthony Davis had a few good games, but it was not Anthony Davis. It wasn't Anthony Davis. So I think he's going to be number 3. He could be the actual defensive player of the year. But this is where I got him. For the second is Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert has been the defensive player of the year 3 times, I think, now. An amazing defender. Another reason why the Utah Jazz were number 1 last year. The records, I think they were top 3 defense, if I'm not mistaken. But the player I have above him, I think is going to be a better defender this upcoming year because his team just won a title. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think I spelled it right on that thing too. But yeah, just Giannis. I like in that Brooklyn Nets series. I really wanted to see Giannis get guarded by Giannis guard Kevin Durant. That was the matchup I think everyone wanted, and he did not do it. Did they win? Yes. Did we want to see him versus KD? Yes. It did not happen. So that's my defensive player of the year. The greatest help side defender of all time. I hope his perimeter. He's a good perimeter defender, not a great perimeter defender, but I hope that changes. On ball, off ball, perimeter, interior, anything. I just hope he just becomes an all-around great defender. Now, rookie of the year. I got Evan Mobley, number 3. He was the number 3 pick in the draft for the Cavaliers. Game's on. Well, it's halftime right now, but it's on. Evan Mobley, not too. Okay. I think for the entire year, he'll probably start at the 4. It'll probably be Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, Shetty, or Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and then Jared Allen. I think that's going to be their starting lineup for the year. Unless, obviously someone gets injured, switch it off, blah, blah, blah. But I think Evan Mobley will be number 3. He could move up to he could be the rookie of the year. I don't know. In 2K, he's always rookie. He's almost always rookie of the year. It's never Jalen Green or Kate Cunningham. Those are my top 2 if you guys didn't know, obviously. But Evan Mobley, number 3. Stretch big, can defend in the inside. He's not the biggest, but I think, height-wise, he's 7 feet tall. But, he's thin, he's skinny. So that might affect it a little bit because he plays the 4, but maybe it won't because you have Kevin Durant playing the 4 or Giannis playing the 4, even though Giannis is a freak of nature. At number 2, I got Jalen Green. I feel like people are saying Jalen Green's going to win Rookie of the Year based on his scoring because Cade Cunningham is not a score-first player. I think the reason Jalen Green's my number 2 is because he's someone that looks to score. Cade Cunningham is number 1. Cade Cunningham does literally a little bit of everything. Points. He can rebound. He's a 6'8" point guard. He can score. He can score on the inside, the mid-range, the free throw, the 3, play make. He can defend. He does literally a little bit of everything. So that's why I got him number 1 for Rookie of the Year. Now, my most improved. This is very interesting. My number 3 might be a player you guys do not expect, or am I just over? Am I? No, I'm gonna switch it. It's not gonna be my number 3 was Kobe White, but I think the player that's gonna have a bigger jump, Darius Garland. Watching the game right now. The third quarter just started, so I gotta hurry up and finish this video. Actually, I got a couple more videos I gotta record after this. So, and anyways, damn, they are playing. I was hoping the second half that the starters really wouldn't play, but it's all good. I only need to record like 2 more videos. Kobe White was my number 3, but I'm switching it to Darius Garland. Darius Garland, good playmaker. He can score. I think next season, Colin Sexton will get traded, or not traded. He'll probably sign somewhere else, or he'll get traded within this season because Darius Garland, I think right now is the better player. Does more than Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton, they're both about 6'1". Darius Garland, I think, is a better defender, and I think eventually he'll be a better scorer. He's a better playmaker. So I got Darius Garland number 3. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, got him number 2. He was more of like a 3-and-D / playmaker last year a little bit when Lonzo would be out, but he's gonna get more starter minutes now. He's gonna be more of a 3 like last year, like a 3-and-D, but also playmaker. He's gonna have the ball in his hands a decent amount because Devontae Graham, more of like a spot-up shooter or get his own shot. Brandon Ingram, again, more of a spot-up or get his own shot. Zion, more of give him the ball and get the hell out of the way. And then Jonas Valanciunas, more of someone you could just dip it into the post and he just does his little hook, his fadeaway, or just draws a foul. Or he'll get an open man. I think he's number 2. He's going to get starter minutes. He's most likely going to be the starter. It's probably going to be Devontae Graham, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Brandon Ingram, Zion, Jonas Valanciunas. So that's the actual lineup that they should run. Number 1 is going to be Kevin Porter Jr. I think since John Wall is not going to be playing and Jalen Green's a 2, Kevin Porter Jr. is going to play the 1, and he's going to have him and Jalen Green are going to have all the keys to the offense. They have Christian Wood, but I think Christian Wood would be more of a 2, like a third option. I think Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green could be the number 1 option. I think it'll be number 1 and 2. Kevin Porter Jr. can play make, he can score. Jalen Green's a scorer, so I think that's like the almost perfect match. And they're both pretty tall, 6'4", 6'5", each of them, and they can both play defense. Not to the elite level, but pretty good. So now the final award, bro. Final award. Number 3, Steph Curry. Klay Thompson's going to be back. He's not going to be Klay Thompson, I'm pretty sure, for the first few games, maybe in this first season. He'll be back around Christmas. I think Steph Curry's going to have a similar year like last year. They have more depth. They have better players now. But I think Steph Curry's pretty much going to have to do exactly what Steph Curry was doing last year. And I think they'll actually be a better playoff team and a playoff team. So that'll be interesting. But number 2, I got Giannis. I mean, really, the number 1 player is like more the player that I'm going to talk about more. Giannis is, well, I already talked about him in the beginning. Giannis, number 2, just came off a championship. I think he's still hungry. He still wants to get another ring. And I'm pretty sure he wants to win another MVP. Defensive player, just dropping 50 pieces in the damn finals. Just doing everything for the Bucks. And then number 1, Damien Lillard. I got Damien Lillard winning MVP. I think the Trailblazers are going to be pretty decent this year. They just got a new coach. They got pretty much the same team, except they just picked up Larry Nance Jr., which I think was an awesome pickup for them. Underrated. He played on the Cavs past few years. He's a good player. He can do a little bit of everything. And if CJ McCollum gets traded for Ben Simmons, that's like perfect for Damian Lillard. Another guard. Damian Lillard he can damn near play the 2, put Ben Simmons at the 1, put Norman Powell or Damian Lillard, Norman Powell, Ben Simmons, Robert Covington, Yusuf Nurkic, and then run your offense with Damian Lillard, but Ben Simmons can also handle the ball. And Damian Lillard can spot up too, so It's not too far out of the possibility. And I think he'll be a better defender strictly because they just got Chauncey Billups, who was a good defender. He was on one of the greatest, if not the greatest defending team of all time in the 04 Pistons. They allowed, nothing over like 70 points damn near. So yeah, that's my little, my award list, my award prediction. Halfway through the year, like I said in the other two videos, I'm going to have another Eastern Conference just to finish out the year. Western Conference, and then award predictions. I'll probably do an All-Star ballot too within the first month, maybe month and a half to 2 months. I'll give my All-Star predictions. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.